It's good to have goals.
Yeah, talent, effort, and winning.
Yeah.
Southern California.
Yeah, that's
I'm from the Northeast.
Oh, yeah.
Hate it. All right, your reaction.
No, it's good to have goals and lofty goals.
Yeah.
Like I would like to one day compete on actual Jeopardy, not Celebrity Jeopardy. Actual
There you
Jeopardy.
go.
Wilds would like to one day take over for Pat Sajak. Brew one day would like to win a cap roping competition, Cowboy Brew. We all have goals. We all have things we want to do. It doesn't mean they're realistic. Mm-hmm. And so the first step to winning a championship, he's talking about not a division championship, right? He's talking about like the Super Bowl. Yeah. But you probably would want to win the division first. So let's just see how the Chargers have looked compared to, the Chiefs in the division. So the Chiefs have more playoff wins the last 3 weeks than the Chargers do in the last 15 years. So they have some work to do. But luckily, the Chargers now, have a real head coach and some stability. So let's just see how the division has looked since Mahomes gotten there as they have tried to chase him down. So it's been almost $2 billion in free agency. He's the 13th coach. They've beaten Mahomes 6 times in 36 chances. Actually, only 5 times in 35 chances because he missed one of those games. They have 0 divisional titles and 1 total playoff win. So that's everybody. And you can be like, oh, well, it's different because this is Jim Harbaugh. Well, since Mahomes got there, the Raiders hired a Super Bowl winning head coach in John Gruden. He's gone. And the Broncos just hired a Super Bowl winning head coach in Sean Payton, and he's moving off the quarterback that they were supposed to work together with. So I think the goal is nice. I think they are more likely to never win the division than they are to win a Super Bowl. And much less multiple. So, it's nice to have goals, and I like Harbaugh, but give me a break.
So when you were talking about participating in Jeopardy, you just wanted to win one show?
What? I don't need a
just curious
Ken Jennings-esque dynasty.
But I think you'd want to win more than one show.
Well, ideally, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing with Jim is he's won everywhere he's been, right? He won at San Diego. He went to Stanford. He won there. He goes to the 49ers. They're 6-10. Next year, they're 13-3. Wins at Michigan, wins a national championship at Michigan. Michigan has been down for a long time, and there's obviously challenges coming into that division, but there were challenges when he was at San Francisco coming into that division. Seattle was very good at the time. Arizona had gotten a lot better, and a lot of people didn't think that he could do it there. So if you look at what his track record has been of turning programs around, I think it's pretty strong, and I think it speaks for itself, and those numbers are compelling. So if he does win multiple championships, that's going to be even more impressive. Now, there's challenges, obviously, with Reed and Mahomes, and then you've got Sean Payton. There's all those things there, but Jim has shown a consistent track record to go into programs that have been down and turn them around, so I don't see why this is out of the realm of possibility.
I don't like it.
Neither do I.
I love it.
No.
This sends a message to everybody on that roster. We don't concede anything to the Chiefs. Yeah, they're great.
Hungry and
Mahomes
humble.
is awesome, right. But we don't concede anything. We're coming. All right? And here's the thing. When he got to Michigan, I don't think he said this. But had he said, we're going to win the national championship, we would have felt the same way. We could have drawn up the same historical data and said, Michigan has never won an outright championship, or at least not since the 40s. All right? And so how are they going to beat an SEC team? Yeah, you might win the Big Ten and beat Ohio State. Stop thinking you're going to beat Alabama or Georgia. And they went ahead and did it. And look, I think he's looking at Justin Herbert. I mean, if you watch more, I'm sure you guys did more of the press conference, he was just loved Justin Herbert. He's saying, I took the Niners from 6-10 to 13-3 in my first year with Alex Smith. I made a Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick. Oh, I got Justin Herbert and elite talent? It's on. So I love it.
All right. Here's a rule of the show. And it's a trickle-down effect from Mr. Consistency, seated to my right. In general, this show has one mantra where we don't like empty promises. It's been true for multiple people arriving in new spots. When Aaron Rodgers said, that trophy looks lonely, we said, we don't like that. When Sean McDermott hung up the Super Bowl banner in the practice facility, we all said, we don't like that. When Sean Payton said the Jets are trying to win the preseason, we were like, yeah, Sean Payton. He's like, and I'll be pissed off if we don't make the playoffs. We said, no, we don't like that. But all of a sudden, this guy, because he went to Michigan and delivered a national championship
That's a big deal.
to you and your daughters, all of a sudden, we're like, we
for that championship.
When Micah
I paid a
Parsons
lot
says,
for it.
I'm thinking about the Super Bowl, we say, think about the next play, Micah.
Yeah.
But why
They
does he get a
you know
pass?
why?
Because of his track record. Micah's
Okay,
playing
and-
for a team that hadn't been to the Super Bowl in 29 years. Harbaugh delivered in San Francisco. Delivered
no,
in
he
Michigan.
didn't. Hold on. If
All
we are
they
talking,
I'm just saying
he
they
did not
got
say.
there.
Wait
He
a
didn't
minute.
win a Super
Hold
Bowl.
on.
Fine.
And I like Harbaugh. I like Harbaugh a lot. I think he's a very good coach. But that what Coach described of his track record of winning by this standard is failure at every place.
Except Michigan.
No,
Multiple.
well, I mean, if the standard is multiple, then yes. But you would say Michigan, no.
Maybe he'll go back to someday
okay,
and
but
get a second one.
San Francisco, so he turned programs around and they overachieved, but it wasn't this. And I have been pals. Can we show the tweet? Jim Harbaugh and I have been mutual admirers of each other for 7 years. Thank you, Coach Harbaugh, which is why, I mean, this is a great tweet. This was weeks into this show existing, and Jim Harbaugh was watching
You
and
were
sending out
Michigan
great tweets.
back then?
No, this was actually about social justice, and I like Jim Harbaugh, which is why this is so painful. Dusty the board.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I didn't.
The board is just
I
out of
don't want to have to
control.
do it, Dusty. We need other side of the board.
The
Turn it
board's
around, please.
appetite
This
is
is
crazy.
for the first time. The 2024 board has our first edition. Coach Jim Harbaugh, welcome to the division and welcome to the bulletin board. The Chiefs have real ammo all ready for next season. Multiple championships.
Wow.
Within the AFC West.
We'll hear it at the parade.
They don't have to win the division
Makes me
to
sad.
get those multiple championships.
Okay, Dak Prescott ran into the non-tomato can Packers, which ended his Super Bowl run. But the game is still on his mind, Brew. He tweeted out this morning. Just the program.
And turned off replies.
And yeah, there's no reply, so you can either like it or retweet it. But don't ask me what it's about, and certainly don't criticize me. What do you make of this?
This strikes me as being. My niece tells me, like on Pinterest, they have vision boards.
Oh,
we
yeah.
can manifest things in the future. So that's what it felt like. It's like he's manifesting a Super Bowl somewhere in his future. Maybe he's been on Pinterest with the free time that
I would have put it on
he's
Pinterest.
had, and
I would have got it.
yeah. I mean that would have been the logical.
I also would have thought he could have got some, they could have done some mess with the graphics and made it next year's Super Bowl.
No, that would've
Maybe
been-
no
that would've
teams
been
or put the
A-block.
Cowboys.
You would've
in
liked that
versus
all of a
who-
sudden?
No, I wouldn't have. But I'm just saying.
Like it if Harbaugh does
I'm
it.
at a loss. LeBron with the hourglass had me just befuddled. So I have no idea what this. I don't know what in the world this is. I have.
I mean,
have
it's
no
Dak.
idea.
Do you know what it reminded me of? It's the Twitter version of Russell Wilson sitting in the box watching Brady and Mahomes with Goodell.
Right.
Like basically,
That didn't go well.
No, I know that didn't.
That
I don't
went
think
terribly.
that's no. But it didn't remind me of it in that regard. Like he's going to ask to leave Dallas, but saying, "Gosh darn it." This is what I want. This is where I think I deserve to be where I should be. Deserve's the wrong word, but where I should be right now and I'm not, as additional motivation for him. It is, it is odd, but I think that's the kindest reading.
I mean, Russ's career.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.